Why is this gentleman so far behind? Why didn't he pay when the children were little? Already emancipated. They're all adults now. The two of them, they are adults. However, and the child support was modified back in September 20. It was set at 0. It was set as they agreed at 0 back in 2020. However, there were monies owed, arrears at that time, and and now the state's alleging since November last year, over $12,000 in child support arrears, over $1,200 in medical. Okay, state, what's your announcement?
Yes, Your Honor. In this case, Ms. Reyes is wanting to give possession credits. She states that Mr. Orlandi had possession of, let me see, the child,
Aaron.
the one child, Aaron, for 3 years.
Aaron for 3 years.
And so, considering that, she's wanting to give possession credits for the full remaining balance that is owed by Mr. Orlandi for child support, and after that, giving credit 0 child support judgment. And then for medical support, the only thing that they're asking is what was owed to the state, which is $292.01, and the rest would be also given in possession credit.
She's willing to waive or forego any monies that are owed to her in this case.
That's correct.
Let's see what the exhibit in this case shows. Let's see, it's a pay history, what he has done as far as complying with his obligation as ordered, besides the possession credits, if any. So let's see. There's a pay history in this case, Exhibit A, which shows what has or has not been paid to this court. And this shows no payments have been, judgment was previously granted. Back in September 2020, $12,598.95, and he paid for 2 months up to January 2021, and then he hasn't made another payment whatsoever. Okay, go ahead, state.
Okay, the state will call. Did you swear the parties in, Your Honor?
Both of you raise your right hand, please. Raise your right hand. Do both of you solemnly swear testimony you're about to give shall be truth, the whole truth, Octavio Orlandi?
Yes.
And Estela Reyes? Ms. Reyes?
Yes.
Okay, put your hands down. Go ahead.
Okay, the state will call Ms. Reyes.
Okay, go ahead.
Ms. Reyes, currently, what is owed in child support is $12,781.08. And what is owed for medical total is $1,249.96, of which $957.95 is owed to you. And you're asking the court to grant possession credits for the time that Aaron was living with Mr. Orlandi for 3 years, correct?
Correct.
And essentially you're releasing, forgiving, waiving the child support arrears and the medical support that's owed to you. And after that release and the possession credits, all that would be owed by him would be $292.01. Is that correct?
Correct.
And are you doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
No one's forcing or coercing you?
No.
And essentially it's because the child had been living with his dad for those 3 years, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I will pass the witness, Your Honor.
Why are you willing to forgive him and waive those amounts, ma'am?
Judge, 3 years ago when he first moved, when my son moved over there, we had a Zoom court like this, and I had already previously asked for that because he was living over there. And I don't want it. My son still lives with him. He's still gonna live with him, and he's still gonna be supporting him.
Yeah,
while he goes.
They're adults now, though, right? They're adults, right?
Right, but my 19-year-old still lives with me, and I still support him.
Of course.
And he's gonna do the same thing for our 18-year-old. So
Yeah, but then why is this gentleman so far behind? Why didn't he pay when the children were little?
Because, well, like I said, the 2.5 years ago when we first asked for this, I had already said I wanted to forgive him. And I've been calling and calling and calling and calling, and we just hadn't.
And did you tell me that you wanted to forgive?
Yes. Uh-huh.
And did I not tell you that, well, if he had a better pay history, I may consider it, but since he didn't have a good history, then I was not going to consider it. Did I not tell you that?
No, actually, you weren't even there. It was like a Zoom meeting, and it wasn't Miss Moore. It was the other lady, because I was calling to let him know that my son had moved in with him, so that the child support would stop. My other son had already graduated, but it was during COVID.
And they see.
I believe what they're
set at zero. It was set at zero, man, but he still owed that back child support. You see, he's still owed. And he didn't pay it off, did he? You don't. You just want to forget about it,
well,
right?
No, because I just want to get out of this. I'll be real honest, Judge.
Yeah, I know.
Being here all morning for 4 hours, I don't want to be doing that anymore. My kids are all older. My husband just passed away 2 years ago. I'm doing good, and
okay, all right. It's your money. You want to waive it, you waive it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. And based upon the waiver in this case, she waives any interest she has to child support and medical support. So I'll grant a cumulative judgment for medical support of $292 and $292.01. Mr. Orlandi.
Yes.
When can you pay this $292.01 so that way you don't have anything on your record here?
I had just told Ms. Moore that I was gonna pay it before the end of June.
Okay. All right, so then I'm gonna put on here, I know before June 30th, pay $292.01. Okay?
Yes, sir.
In fact, pay the $300 to cover any interest there may be over there. So you get some credit. So, but $292.01 to be paid on or before June the 30th.
Okay.
All right. Court costs will be waived in this case. What else, State?
Your Honor, there was a prior order of non-disclosure. I'm not sure if the parties still need that.
Well, the thing is this: as far as the non-disclosure, this couple now has adult children. Both for children, all children are adults, right? You all agree to that?
Yes.
So if there was a prior non-disclosure, that non-disclosure will continue because y'all don't have any minor children that you need to deal with as parents. So if y'all want to talk to each other, it's up to y'all. Y'all don't have to. Okay, it's up to y'all. So non-disclosure continue. Non-disclosure continues. And it's up to y'all whether y'all want to talk to each other or not. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you both. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. What's the next case, State?